Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors is due unto my elders, the apostles, great millstone, that rule well, that taught me this truth. Peace and blessings to the whole for the elect. All right, salutations to you brothers out there pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity, that stay diligent, continue to lift up the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, in righteousness and sincerity. I'm the brother Kodar Malak, and I want to bring on another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. May it be edifying. Okay, this lesson today, I want to bring out, something that's been on my spirit for the last week and a half or to 2 weeks. Okay, and then I've been, pretty much, thinking about, pulling this out, pulling it out, but the spirit really jumped on me. Go ahead and pull it out now. Okay, I believe my other half, all right, my woman, all right, so called, she was she experienced something she never experienced before. While she was, at the plantation, while she was working, okay, I'm not gonna say what she works, but her profession is to, help people get homes and get houses, and get them approved to get homes and houses. All right. Now, she called me, I believe, when she got off work, and said, she was, she was a little shook. She was a little shooken up. Okay, she didn't, she never experienced anything like this. So, I heard her out. I said, you know what, you can just pull up on me, and we can, and you can tell me what happened or what went on. So she, 5 to 10 minutes, she was already there. That's how I know she was pretty much, shooken up. And she came quick. So I was like, all right, what happened? She said she was at work, and Jake came through the door, and he didn't come, all, how Jake is, loud and, wild, a little wild. He said that, that Jake came in. She said he stood pretty tall. He had, beard, and he came in, and just so happened she was the only one, inside of there. Everybody else had went off and went into their office, so she just happened to be the only one up front. And, he said this guy came in and was like, I'm trying to figure some things out and get some things done. And she looked up and said, pretty much, okay, well, we can get it done. But she said the look that this man was giving her, he was looking like he was looking through the depths of her soul and her eyes. And she said she got a little frightened because, she didn't feel like he came to harm her. But, he was giving her, he was looking like he was trying to figure out everything about her soul, everything about her spirit. So she said, she was afraid at that point. She didn't even want to look up at him, because he had the appearance, his appearance, was real, a serious approach. So, she said, she turned around. She didn't want to look him in the eye because, he had a real, what's the word I'm looking for? Stern. Let's just say stern. Like, he came to do a job. And he was telling her, he told her, well, I've been trying to get this done for a little while now. But he never really said what he wanted. So she said, okay. She said she turned around to do what she had to do. The guy sat down, didn't say a word. And, he mentioned that he's been doing this for a certain amount of years, but he never said what it is that he was doing. He never said he had a certain type of profession, but all he said, like, hey, I've been doing this for 37 years. And he didn't say much. He just said, I've been doing this for 37 years. And he took a seat and he got back up, and he never mentioned what it is that he came there for. He never said he was trying to get nothing. She said she turned around. She gave him a slip of paper, said you can call this number. And he was like, okay, and just left. He had no questions after that, nothing. So I said, you know what? I think you might have been approached by an angel. All right, you might have been that sounded like an angel to me. Because, he came there, all right, and he didn't really ask what he wanted. Nothing. He came there, pretty much checked her spirit out, and got up and left. and he ain't came back since. And I found it, she found it weird, but through the spirit, I found it to be an angel. That had to be an angel that approached her. You know, she said she was so afraid, to even look it in the eye. And this was a regular looking, guy. All right, wasn't loud, wasn't disrespectful, but he still had that look in his eye, like he really meant business. Now I'm what, 6'1", over 300 pounds, and of course she's comfortable with me, but to a lot of people, I'm not easy to just give eye contact and just look. A lot of people, they don't want to look my way. I'll be talking and they'll look the other way, or you know. But here it is. This guy come in. He's not even probably half my size. Okay, about an average looking Jake, and she was even afraid to look him in the eye. So I said, yeah, you might experience an angel unaware. All right, and this was a pretty much a mysterious man who came to the door. He didn't say what he wanted. He just came in, did what he had to do, and left. So I said, hey, for you to feel that way, she didn't know, and she said, she didn't know if it was good or evil. All right, she didn't know what was to this guy. It was a feeling she never felt before. All right, and I said, hey, look, that had to be the Lord. That had to be the Lord sending one of His angels out. That had to be an angel on the way. I'm gonna go ahead and get the scripture. Okay, because the angels are around. I had explained to her that, listen, the angels are around them that feareth the Lord. All right, that's who the angels are kept around. If you truly fear the Lord, just know the angels, they're around. Okay, this is Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angel unawares. All right, I believe we had a few encounters of angel unawares, just coming up to the camp. Okay, the scriptures say you don't judge a man according to what he wears, and we didn't had a guy come past the camp, a cowboy looking hat, and like a real long Jeepers Creepers hat, and he walked up and he smiled. All right, and he was man, he didn't say too much, but he walked up and he smiled, and we was just looking like, whoa, what, like we never seen this guy before. He didn't say nothing. He just walked up. He put his hands up in the air and he smiled, and he walked to the corner. And we was looking like we didn't know what to say. So it didn't hit me till after the count. Because we were like, man, what's like that was kind of mysterious. That was kind of weird. And he got to the corner. All right, he lifted his hands up and he walked off, and we never seen this Jake again. I said that had to be an angel. Okay, and just a few months ago, we were preaching. All right, we was on the highways, we were teaching, and this had to be an angel, man. Through the spirit, this had to be an angel. We were out teaching, okay, and a homo came around the corner. It was a Edomite guy with a dress on, man. When we were downtown, that's where a lot of weirdos be. And he came around the corner. He was walking, and we were like, man, look at this fucking madness, man. We were like, look at this shit. We got to get out this place. So as we were saying that, a guy in a hoodie, we didn't see his face. All right, we were like, say 25 feet, 20 feet across the street, and this guy in a hoodie came right behind him and kind of looked over at us and pointed at him, and he looked up in the sky and nodded his head and kept walking behind him. We was like, look, that's an angel, because we was talking about that needed to be destroyed, and it came up behind him, and the way it was walking behind him, like it had vengeance on him, like it was just wanting to take him out right there. And he pointed at him and kind of looked across the street at us and looked in the sky and nodded his head and kept walking, and we were just watching him, watching the ways he was going, and then he cut the corner and we never seen him again. Okay, and we can tell, like, by the way he did that, it's almost like he knew what we were talking about from across the street. You know, because at that moment we wasn't even screaming, we wasn't yelling, we were talking amongst each other. All right, but that fellow looked across the street like he knew what we were talking about. And I said, you know, if that ain't if that ain't an angel, man, then I don't know what it is. Okay. So, you know, this is something, you know, that's been on my spirit, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this also, Lord willing. And this is just pretty much a testimony, man. That's all. Okay. So this is Psalms 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him and delivereth them. You know? So the angels of the Lord are around to protect us and, you know, deliver us out of our time of trouble. And, you know, just because you can't see them, that don't mean they ain't there. Okay? You never know when you're being approached by, you know, an angel. You know, you could be having a full conversation with one and you never see this man again. All right? But, point being is that, you know, hey, I'm pretty sure what my other half seen or witnessed or came into a job was an angel. And then Salakia, another thing I wanted to say was she said her employees that were there with her at the job that day didn't even see this guy. Then one of them seen them, even though they came to the front. It was moments where they came to the front and went to the back, and nobody seen this man. She was the only one that witnessed this man. So I'm like, surely that was an angel, you know. Okay, so you know, ain't that about, you know, does it for this lesson? Okay. Until next time, all praise, honor, and glory be doing to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah by Shem Kakodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, great millstone. I'm gonna say shalom.